Hi there! So I'm making this video especially for my friend George in Iran. Hi George! So I want to talk a little bit about recapitulation, what recapitulation is. So recapitulation is not such a popular technique. It is very common that people have not heard anything about recapitulation as opposed as for example mindful meditation, which has become very popular in the past few years. So recapitulation is a technique that comes from the Toltec tradition, and it got very popular after the publication of the books of Carlos Castaneda, but it has been practiced from a while ago. Asian shamans from Mexico were in caves recapitulating, remembering their lives. So basically, what is recapitulation? This is a technique in which your main goal is to remember specific moments of your life in order to take back the energy you left in that memory. You know how in every interaction you have every single day, and especially in those interactions that have an emotional charge, that are emotionally significant, you have an energy interaction, and for instance, you leave some of your energy attached to that memory. So what happens next? You start building what in the Toltec tradition is known as your personal history. What is your personal history? The bunch of stories you tell yourself about yourself and your life, and it is also your most heavy burden. Why? Because the stories you tell yourself about who you are define who you can become, define who you are. If you change the narrative of who you are suddenly able to sneak out from the cage, from the cage most of us live in. So recapitulation is the art and the process of doing a systematic review of your life. For this, you have to do a special technique, like a special respiration technique and special movement of your head and all of that. I'm gonna explain that in another video. I just want to introduce the technique. But yeah, this is basically what you do. And as I was telling you, the thing is to recapitulate specific moments of your life. For example, that moment when you had that very traumatic accident, or when your father died, when your mother died, or when you broke your leg when you were 6 years old, or all of that. But even the small stuff, recapitulating when you were 15 and you were just walking to the park. Even those interactions leave a mark on us. They define who we are. And this is why as time goes by, we start to become, to feel heavy. We start to, have a more closed mind. It's because of our personal history. It's because of the burden we have on ourselves. As you recapitulate, in the Toltec tradition, they say that as you recapitulate, you become whole again. You become complete again. But I'm already complete. Yes, you are already complete. But from an energetic point of view, there is still some of your energy that is attached to those old narratives about life, about the world, about who you are. So, some people recommend 7 lines of recapitulation. I'm gonna try to remember them all. First, relationship with your mom. Second, relationship with your dad. Sexual partners, all your sexual partners, sexual experiences. Relationship with food, relationship with work, relationship with money, and last but not least, relationship with a spirit or the unknown. If you travel these lines of recapitulation, as you sit yourself in recapitulation every single day, for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. If you go through these lines, you will start finding out the stuff about yourself. You're gonna start making sense about your life, and most important, you're gonna start releasing energy. You're gonna start releasing energy that was attached to specific memories, and you're gonna start to become more and more free from all the stories you were telling yourself about who you're supposed to be or how the world is supposed to work. So basically, this is recapitulation. Very quickly, I'm gonna just mention how do you recapitulate. You're gonna, you first choose a line of recapitulation. It is very recommended that you start with sexual activity and sexual partners. Why? Just because there is a lot of energy over there. There's a lot of energy in a cluster over there, and as you release that first cluster, the other lines of recapitulation are gonna be more, quite easy to travel. So first, start with sexual partners, or whatever you want. This is what most people recommend. You're gonna just sit down, close your eyes, sit in a comfortable position, and you're gonna remember. You're gonna remember. At first, it's gonna be very hard. You're gonna be like, well, that happened, a long time ago, and I was very drunk. I know there are many memories that are very hidden from us, but I can assure you they are not gone. They are present, even if you do not remember them, and most important, they are present and also active. They have an active impact in your life. It is okay if you do not remember right now. Just recapitulate what you can remember. Sit down, start somewhere. Just start somewhere. And as you remember, you're gonna practice this very specific breathing technique. You're gonna close your eyes and just place your hands on your lap. I'm just gonna, show you a very simple technique. I'm gonna be, showing more details later. But just remember and, try to remember the details. Blah blah blah. You get into the scene, and you're gonna breathe like this. You're gonna inhale from one shoulder to the other, moving your head slowly, with intention of retrieving the energy that was lost in the memory. And as you exhale, you're gonna move your head from one side to the other side, with the intention of letting go foreign energy that might have gotten attached to you in that interaction. Very simple. Later, I'm gonna be, just making a video with a small, very simple recapitulation practice, but just for you to have an idea what recapitulation is. This is it, basically. So thank you for listening. This whole very long video. Thank you for watching, and see you there in a lucid dream or somewhere. Bye bye.